Hello everybody, Dave here from Dave Gets Wood, although today it's more about Dave Gets Wet, because doing this video about shower heads, and the reason for that is my shower head was breaking. It was starting to split around the edges of the actual head, water was coming out the side, so the shower wasn't working as well as it should. And when it comes to showers, they're probably the most important appliance I have, because the type of shower that I have can dictate the type of day that I have. That's how effective it can be. So I have certain preferences, requirements when it comes to a shower, and I'll get into that in a moment. So for quite a while I had been aware of the Stonestream shower head, but I was unsure about going down that route. So instead I went to B&Q, had a look at their shower heads, and there was quite a selection, but of the ones that I wanted, which was an adjustable dial to change the stream types, there wasn't that many. Now I ended up going with a sort of medium price one, £16 it was. I'll put an image up on the video, and it was a Good Home Teaster 3-spray pattern chrome effect shower head. Looked alright, looked like it should work alright. Wasn't overly big, it wasn't massive, because one of my concerns was that the water would get up into the shower head, and if it's too big then the pressure may reduce. But I don't know, maybe I was wrong on that one, because I would say never buy a Good Home product, from my experience of buying this shower head. Now I will mention that I bought a new shower hose as well, and the shower hose that I bought was 1.5 meters long. Now it turns out that really I needed a shorter one, and I have got a shorter one. The shorter the hose the better. However, again, I didn't realise it at the time, but I'd also picked up a Good Home shower hose, and then when I decided to get a shorter one, because I realised it was a Good Home one, I was like, right, okay, I'm going to make sure I don't buy a Good Home one. I bought a Triton shower hose that was 1.25 meters long, and the quality of it is so much better. It comes with rubber O-rings in the ends for a better seal, a better fit. It was easier to attach, and where I used a adjustable spanner just to tighten it up a little bit, the Triton was fine. The Good Home is basically started rounding. It's very poorly made, if I'm honest. So yeah, avoid Good Home products if you can. Well, not if you can, avoid them, because with the Good Home Teaster, what happened for me was that I attached the shower head and turned the shower on, and the pressure in it was terrible. Now at first I thought, oh well, maybe it's because of the new hose, but what I did was eventually I put my old shower head on to see if it made any difference, and even with water pissing out the sides of it, it had more pressure coming out of the stream than the Good Home one did. So I knew that it wasn't really the hose that was creating the shit pressure in the Good Home shower head. But the more concerning part with the Good Home shower head was that it's a 3 spray pattern, so you can adjust it. Now I had it set to the middle, I got the temperature right, I moved it to one direction, and the temperature started going down a little bit. So, well, that's a little bit odd. So I adjusted the temperature again, put it back to the middle, the temperature wasn't too bad, went the other way, and the shower went cold. Now that should not happen in a shower head adjuster, because all it should adjust is the spray, not a temperature, which means that something inside that shower head is mixing the water wrong. Now, me being me, it had gone cold. I adjusted the shower, and then after a few moments adjusted the shower head again, and what happens? It comes through red hot and just about burns me. Now at that point I'm pissed off, right? So at that point, right, this fucker's going. Do not get the good home. I took it back, reported it, because I mean, not that I would ever have done it, but there is the possibility that somebody could have set it on that colder setting, got the temperature right, and a younger person comes along and uses it, or anybody else comes along and uses it and gets burnt. Now I, after taking this shower head off, like I said, put my old shower head back on, and it was considerably better, and I had no issues with temperature changes from one setting to another. And that was with the Good Home shower hose as well. At that point, that's when I decided, right, sod it, I'm going to go for the Stonestream. Because I don't want to be fucking about here. The shower's too important to me, so I'm going to go down the route to the Stonestream, because for whatever reason this Good Home is not giving pressure and the quality is shit. Okay, so do not get a Good Home. Even the hoses, don't bother. Get Triton. Okay, so what I did next, as I said, is I ordered the Stonestream shower head, and I've got to say it does what it says. Now a lot of it is to do with pressure. I mean, they say it increases the pressure of your shower. It does, but I think there's a little bit of a play on words in there, because I mean, people have either a low pressure system or a high pressure system, and it's very easy to work out which one you have. For example, turn your shower on, get a 1 litre jug of water, and get a jug that can fit a litre or more, and time how long it takes to fill a litre. If it's less than 6 seconds or up to 6 seconds, then you have a high pressure system. If you have a low pressure system, then it will take more than 6 seconds to fill 1 litre. Okay, so it's a very simple test to do. Anybody can do that. Now, I have a high pressure system, so when I got the Stonestream, I wasn't really expecting much difference, but I was expecting it to be, I wasn't expecting much of a pressure difference, but I was expecting it to be just simply a much better shower head. Now what I will say is its build quality is brilliant, the concept behind it is brilliant, and does it do what it says? Yes, it does, which is, for example, with the Good Home shower head and even my own broken shower head, when I turned it upside down, as they show on their videos, when I turned it upside down, I actually put it on the side of the bath, right? So I had the shower head sort of aimed up, and so that I could see, reference my tiles, how far up the stream of water would go. And the stream of water from my other 2 shower heads went about 2 feet, right? And when I put the Stonestream shower head on, I soaked my bathroom ceiling, right? And I mean soaked it. Like literally, I turned it on and yeah, fantastic. It does exactly what it says. Fair play. But there's one key point of it or one key piece that I think misses the point, and this is one of the things that was very important for me, and that is, it's not necessarily about pressure, it's about power. It's also about feel. So for example, with the Good Home T-Stir shower head, that was very odd. It was almost like it aerated the water, right? So instead of being hit by water droplets, it was like being hit by water bubbles, which meant you didn't really feel it hitting you or touching you, and you never really got wet, which may sound daft because it should be the same amount of water. And I mean, I stood there with it on top of my head, and literally my head went a little bit wet, but the rest of me was dry, and my electrics just turned off. So yeah, it was weird. It felt soft, and I don't like that. It's not what I want, and it's not what I need from a shower. So when we went to the Stonestream with its higher pressure, I mean, having seen it and watched it soak my ceiling, I mean, I had to get a towel to dab it dry. I expected great things, but unfortunately, yes, it increased the distance it could spray the water, but the power of it wasn't there. It wasn't hitting me. It was better than the Good Home, a hell of a lot better. On its 3 different sprays, you got like sort of a wide spray. It was very nice. There was a massage one, which was like a wide spray with a sort of narrower one in the middle. Again, very nice. And then it had the jet, which was just the middle one, which was about an inch wide stream of like jetted water. But unfortunately, it had no punch behind it. So yes, it could go a distance, but I didn't feel like it was hitting me. And I have a medical condition, which is a physical one. So for me, having a shower that kind of beats me up is actually very rewarding. It's good for the muscles, it's good for the skin, it's good for the body, it's good for my back. So having a shower that basically feels like I'm being, I don't know, pissed on by a Smurf, which is the Good Home one, by the way. It's, yeah, the Stonestream, I don't want to say disappointed me, because it didn't. It does exactly what it says. Now, if you have a low pressure system, I do not doubt that it will increase the flow of water, or give you a considerably better shower than what you could have. I mean, for example, if your shower is basically fucking dripping, it doesn't matter how hard it's going to hit you, it's a shit fucking shower. But at least with a Stonestream, that's going to chuck the water at you better than what you've already got. So I've no doubt that it'd be a better one. And I'm actually going to take the Stonestream to my brother's, because he's been struggling with his shower, because he's got a low pressure system. So I'm actually going to take my Stonestream to him, and see what it does to his low pressure system, and we'll see if it does what it should. Now, the reason that I've been able, I am able to take the Stonestream to him, I mean, to be fair, I did recommend to him that he goes and buys one. But today I've told him, look, don't go and buy one, try mine. Because I picked up the Triton. Now, I actually had all the information on my computer, but because my power's just gone out, the information is no longer in front of me. But off the top of my head, it's the Triton 8000 series 5 spray showerhead, and again I'll show a picture. And 2 reasons I went for this Triton. Number 1, it's not a Good Home, and number 2, it's the 5 spray. My original showerhead was a 5 spray system, so it got me thinking, so well, if the original one was a 5 spray and that was actually really good, then I mean, I would have thought a 3 spray system would have given a better pressure, but it didn't. It was worse, but it was also a Good Home. So why not try 5 spray system? Now, I'm only going to use 1, maybe 2 of the settings, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't really bother with it. But I thought, no, you know what, we'll go for that one. And while I was there, I also thought, you know what, fuck it, I've now found out the shower hose I bought previously is a Good Home, and I'm going to fuck that off. So I bought a Triton 1.25 metre shower hose. And instantly, as soon as I took it out of the packet, I could tell it was a much better quality, much better in every way, apart from I connected it all up and I couldn't actually hook the shower head into the shower head holder. The connector was too fucking big. So now I'm getting really pissed off. Until I realised I've actually connected the wrong ends of the hose to the wrong bits. There's two different sizes on the ends of the hose. One is for the water connection, one is for the shower hose connection. I didn't realise. Lesson learned. If I hadn't have taken a moment, well, literally, I mean, I pulled the shower down, and as I pulled it down, in my eye line was both of the nozzles. And I was like, that one looks smaller. If I hadn't have spotted that, I'd have probably ended up taking it back to the shop to get it refunded and complained about it being the wrong fucking size. So thankfully, an error avoided on my part. But I would say, Triton, be handy if on your instructions it actually mentioned that. Now, if it does, I apologise. I didn't fucking read them. Well, I did. I read the instructions on the box. So anyway, so connected the Triton up, turned it on, and instantly it's more powerful. The pressure's good. It didn't look like a jet like the Stonestream does, but the Stonestream jet doesn't have the power, whereas this Triton did have the power. Now, I went and had a shower in that, and of its 5 settings, its most powerful setting is its jet, and then there's one above that, which is a bit more of a spread out jet. They're the two main settings I use, or would use. I put it on the second most powerful one, and literally I stood there, and within 10 seconds it felt like the water was punching me in the chest. Now, it wasn't hurting, but I could feel it. It was and that was the effect that I've been looking for. I went to the more powerful, and it was like getting a massage, basically. Well, it's been a long time since I've had a massage, but it was, I could feel it. And not being daft, having tried the different shower heads over the last week, I was drenched. The water was hitting me and it was getting me wet. Now, this might sound stupid, it might sound daft to people that don't know, but if you've tried some of these other shower heads, you'll know what I mean. Some of them, it doesn't feel like you actually get wet. But with this one, I did. So, of the 3 shower heads that I have tried, the Good Home, the Stonestream, and the Triton, I would 100% recommend the Triton 5 spray shower head. However, if you have a low pressure system, there's probably not much point in you getting that shower head, because it's not going to increase your pressure or power. It's still going to be as bad as any other shower head you're probably going to use. But I would recommend the Stonestream. I have had low pressure showers before in different places that I've lived, and I wish I'd have had the Stonestream then, because it definitely makes a difference to a low pressure system. Now, hopefully, if my brother gives me permission and the Stonestream works on his low pressure system, we'll be able to show you that on another video. But I just wanted to sort of put this out there, because I know that when I went to the shop and I stood there in front of all of the different shower heads, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know which to pick. And unfortunately, I have spent £16 on one shower head, which I got refunded to me and swapped for a £13 shower head. That's a good point, actually. I did try a different 3-way shower head. I forgot about that. So there's been 4 shower heads. The other one was shit as well. So there we go. There's the review of that one. So anyway, the first one got refunded and swapped for a £13 one. I've then bought a Stonestream for £25, And then I've bought another shower head for £20, so sort of 20, 45, 58, plus 2 shower hoses, that's 20 quid, so it's about 70, 75 pound I've spent on shower bits. Whereas if I knew exactly which one to get straight away, it'd cost me 30 quid. So if this video helps someone save some, not just money, I mean, I can send the other stuff back, but to be honest, what I'd intended to do and what I am going to do is, I've now got a decent shower head that I know fucking works. If I move, that fucker's coming with me, right? So the £13 shower head I got, which isn't that good, I'm keeping that so that I can attach that to the shower that's here for when I move, because I'm taking my fucking shower head with me. I'm not going through this again. The Stonestream, I'm not going to send that back because, like I said, my brother can use it. If he's not happy with it, I can take it to my folks because they've got an even lower pressure system than my brother. And if it does work at my brother's, then I'll get one for my folks. So I don't mind spending that money on the Stonestream because it is good for that stuff. It does what it says. What it doesn't say is that it increases the power, the impact of the water on your body. And I think that's one thing that a lot of the makers of the shower heads are not really talking about. Now, there are also the shower heads where there are no adjustments, no setting adjustment. I didn't even bother with those because there's absolutely no fucking point as far as I'm concerned, because those, like the big square ones that can rain on you, okay, it's potentially going to soak you, but that's not what I want from a shower. Yes, I want to get wet, but I want it to beat me up, right? I want it to be powerful. So yeah, I've not looked at any of those, and I probably never will, not unless I end up rich in a massive walk-in shower where I can have both in there, because to be honest, it would be nice sometimes to be like with the really hot weather now to just go stand in a cold shower or a cool shower and let it basically rain on you. Or if you got a friend, you can have a bit of fun in there. You don't really want to get beat up by your shower while you're trying to have a bit of fun in it. Anyway, that's it, review done for now. Good home avoid. Stonestream, try if you're low pressured, and Triton 8000 series, that D8000. Yeah, 5 spray, give that a go because it fucking worked for me. It's the best one I've tried. Right, have a good one everybody, see you again soon.